The bell had just rung, echoing through the marble corridors of Crest View Academy, a place where wealth dictated respect and cruelty often hid behind perfect smiles. The students moved like a flood between classes, laughter bouncing off lockers, sneakers squeaking, gossip whispering through the halls like wind. Among them walked Liana Ward, a quiet 16-year-old girl with chestnut hair tied neatly in a low ponytail. She wasn't the type to draw attention, soft-spoken, polite, and always clutching her books close to her chest as if they were a shield. But today, her silence was about to meet the kind of cruelty that changes everything. It started with a shove. Nothing major at first. A careless shoulder bump from Brent Halter, the captain of the basketball team, known for his swagger and temper. Liana stumbled slightly but didn't respond, only whispering an apology that wasn't even hers to make. Brent sneered, his girlfriend Mara smirking beside him, the queen bee of Crestview, with her perfect curls and venom-coated tongue. "Watch where you're going, mouse," she hissed, her voice slicing through the air. The group around them laughed. Liana lowered her eyes, cheeks burning, wanting to disappear. But cruelty doesn't stop when it's easy. It stops when someone makes it. Brent wasn't satisfied. As Liana tried to move past, his foot shot out, catching her ankle. She fell forward, her books scattering, papers floating across the hallway like torn feathers. The laughter grew louder, crueler, and then came the sound that silenced even the laughter, the sound of a kick. Brent kicked her in the side, hard enough to make her gasp in pain. It wasn't a playful nudge, it was deliberate, an act meant to humiliate. Mara clapped mockingly. "Guess even nerds can fly when you kick them right," she said, smirking while her friends recorded on their phones. Liana lay there, her body trembling, her eyes wide, not from pain but disbelief. No one helped her. The hallway buzzed with quiet cruelty, phones recording, whispers spreading like wildfire. She gathered her books with trembling hands, her breath shallow. Tears threatened, but she blinked them away. She stood up slowly, clutching her bag tightly, and walked away, not running, not looking back. But in her silence was something dangerous, something even the bullies didn't recognize. That silence would soon have a voice, and it would speak through her sister. Liana had an older sister, Serena Ward, 21, a senior in college, calm but fierce. She had once been a student at Crestview herself, and everyone remembered her, top of her class, captain of the martial arts club, quiet but intimidating in her composure. When she spoke, people listened. When she looked at someone, they felt it in their spine. She had left the academy years ago after her father's death to take care of Liana and their mother. Since then, she'd kept a low profile, working part-time, studying, protecting what little family she had left. That night, when Liana came home, Serena noticed the limp immediately. The bruise beneath her sister's uniform, the silence too heavy for words. She didn't ask. She didn't need to. But when she saw the video that was circulating on social media, the clip of Brent's cruel laughter, Mara's smirk, and her baby sister's helpless fall, something inside her snapped quietly, like glass breaking in the dark. Serena didn't scream, she didn't cry. She simply turned off her phone, looked at Liana's trembling hands and whispered, "Rest, I'll handle this." Liana shook her head. "No. Serena, please, they'll only make it worse." Serena's voice was calm, but her eyes were not. They were cold, sharp, and burning with something deeper than anger. Justice. They already did. The next morning, Crestview Academy carried on like nothing had happened. The hallways buzzed with gossip, laughter, and whispers of the video that had now spread across social media. "Did you see her face? She actually cried." Brent's kick was savage. The cruelty fed itself. Liana stayed home pretending to be sick, but her absence didn't go unnoticed, especially when someone new walked through the front doors at 8:15 a.m., Serena Ward. She wore a black coat over her casual clothes, her hair tied high, her expression unreadable. The staff at the front desk barely looked up until she handed over an ID and a note signed by the principal himself, a temporary assistant instructor assigned for the week under a leadership program from her university. The principal, unaware of her connection to Liana's incident, had approved it instantly. Crestview always loved showcasing its alumni success stories. By the first break, whispers started. "Who's the new girl in the staff wing? She looks kind of scary. Wait, isn't that Serena Ward? Wasn't she like..." The best fighter Crestview ever had. Serena walked the halls in silence, observing. Every whisper reached her ears. Every cruel laugh about the mouse who got kicked made her fingers tighten slightly. She spotted Brent first, laughing near his locker with his teammates, completely unbothered. Mara stood nearby, scrolling through her phone, rewatching the video. Serena walked past them once, silent. They barely noticed. But when her sharp gaze fell on them for half a second, Mara felt a chill creep up her spine. By lunch, Serena knew everything. Every name, every face, every detail of the incident. She even overheard Brent bragging that if Liana had a spine, she would have hit back. The words etched into her memory like fire. That evening, after the last bell, Serena stood in the now empty hallway, the same hallway where Liana had fallen. Her eyes trailed the scuff marks on the floor, the dented locker, the faint echo of laughter that still lingered in her mind. And then she turned, because she wasn't alone. Brent